Hello guys, KP Shamino here with a new video for Fishing Planet, and in this video I'm going to show you guys the first carp fishing that you can do in this game. So it's a low level guide for carp fishing. So I'm at the moment in Lesni Vila Fishery. You can come here as a level 3, but I think you need to wait a little bit because I'm at the moment are using I think a level 6 or 7 setup. So they fight really hard. What are you going to catch here? A young common carp and a young mirror carp. So I'm going to start first with showing you guys the setups. I'm going to show you guys now the setup. So I'm going to start first with rod stand. I'm using the slingshot and I'm using the stringer Fish Cell XS. So why a stringer? Stringer gives always a little bit more kilograms that you can fit in it. But the problem is you cannot throw the fish back. But buy this. So I will show you guys it in the shop. So you just go here to stringers. This is a level 6,200 currency. And for the rod stand, you need to come to here 530. So just buy them. Why the rod stand? It's going to allow you to fish with 2 rods. Otherwise, you need to fish with 1 rod. Then for the setup is 2 times the same. So it's the feeder setup. So that's a bottom setup, but it's always a little bit lighter. It's for smaller fish. Later in the game you will get carp rods and bottom rods, but now at the moment you need to fish with the feeder rod. So it's the Creek Pro 240 and you can see it here. You will find it here under rods, and this is a level 3. For the reel I'm using the Callisto XSR 1400, so you will find it here. It's this one. So why not this one? Because I need to get 1.8 kilogram and there is not a reel that is giving that. So I go a little bit over it. Be sure that you put your drag at the right setting. I will show you guys it a little bit later. Then for the line, I'm going with Mono 0.2. So if you go to the shop, you will find it here. So that's level 6. 140 currency. Then I'm going with the sinker 15G, 15 gram. So you just go to terminal tackles, you go to the sinkers and you buy this one. There is no current, so you can just buy the lowest in weight. Then for the leader, mono leader 0.12, you always need to use a leader on feeder rods, otherwise you cannot use them. So if you don't equip this, you cannot equip this. So the 0.12 leader, you will find them here under lines again. And here is the leader. Therefore, it's a level 7 setup. You can see it here. Then the next one, and this is important. So you are probably now a starting player, but now you need to invest a bait coin. But I will do that because barbless hooks, they give 11% more experience for every fish that you caught. You don't even need to keep the fish. You always get the experience. So we invest a little bit in a barbless hook. It's a bait coin, I know that, but it's worth it. So you need to spend 2 bait coins. So 1 bait coin for every setup. Just do it. No, you just need to spend 1 bait coin because you get 10 of them. Just do it. You will thank me later on. Then I'm using dough balls and I'm using bread with honey. Always be aware, if you go to a certain area, get enough baits with you. Because you need to stay in this game in a certain area. You need to spend a lot of time over there in an area because you got a travel fee. And you need to prevent that you pay a travel fee too much. So be sure that you can be there for a couple of days. If you stop playing a game, or if you want to stop playing, never leave the area. You do this. You click here and you quit. That's the way how you can stay on an area. Never take the leave button, because otherwise you need to pay the travel fee again. And that's 120 to Lesni Vila. So that's the baits that you need to buy. So if you go to the shop, that's level 5. And that's level 6. And then the bells that I'm using are simple bells. You will find them here. So just buy 1 of them. So what I'm going to do now is we are going to fish, and I'm going to show you guys the position where you need to go. And then you can catch as many carp as you want. Okay, I'm going now to Lesni Vila Fishery. Be aware that you always go to the shop and buy here the license for the Czech Republic. So that's over here in Europe. So buy an advanced license and you will be okay. Don't forget to do that. And that's very important, because if you don't have that and you got fined, you will get a fine and it can be a lot of money. So where do you need to go? There is one position that I always fish, so you need to come here to the other side, Pech. I'm going to a private room. And then you go here to the right. This is my favorite spot for the carp. So you can see it here. I will give you guys the coordinates. So if you push M, you open your tablet. And if you click here, you see coordinates. So here. So if you want to find this, you can just click here. And then you can hover around. You will see that the coordinates are changing. So that's how you can find the position somewhere. So if you see a video and you're not sure where he's sitting, you can just do this. And this is how you get it away. So my position is this one. And then first of all, you need to push 9 for your rod stand. You put it here. And then you do the first throw. So you just push right mouse button. You do this, you throw in the water, and then you need to do something very special. So there is something in the game, and that's called clipping. Clipping, that means that you just can put a clip on your line, and that every time you throw the same amount of line out. So you just need to click one time on your mouse, that your bail closes, push C, and then you see at the bottom 12 meters. And now you can do Shift 1, and then this is gone. Then for the second setup, that's this one, you need to do just the same. So you throw here on the marker. You do one click. And then you clip it again. So how can you see in this game when a fish is biting if it is not in the rod stand? So you see now at the bottom right here, 14, 14. If this jumps to 80, that means that I can strike. That's how you can see it. So now we just need to wait to get the fish. And yeah. Then I'm done with the video. You can see here too, put the drag 2 settings open. So I already told you guys that I don't have a reel that can handle 1.8 kilogram. Otherwise, it's 2 or 1.6. Therefore, you need to go 2 clicks down on this setup. Do that, otherwise you will break your line. So be sure that you do that. You do this, by the way, with plus and minus. That's how you do it. So you can see it now. So this is a setting that you need to use. Okay, here is the first bite. So you can see it was 80 of 80 meters. So I know that I can strike. And you can see those guys, they fight. They give a good fight. So let's try to get this one in. So just reel him in. Be sure that he does not give you slack line, otherwise you're going to lose him. But just take the time. It's carp. Carp is very strong fish. Even for a young one, they fight really hard. So just let him go. At some point he will come in. Because he cannot spool you here. You got 80 meters of line on this setup. So I don't think that he can spool you in this area. You can, by the way, in this game you can move around. So you can just go to the fish and get him in. So this is the first fish, a nice young mirror carp. That's a really nice one. I'm going to throw this back in the water. Let's try to get an extra one. And here is already the next one. So it's on the rod, in a rod stand or rod pot. So let's have a look what we got here. So they bite really, really good. So this is, I think, yeah, this is a trophy crucian carp. So this is not really the target fish, but it's a really cool fish on the side too. So you can see a really cool fish, this one. So I'm going to keep this one. And here is the next bite. So let's have a look what we got now. So I think it's back. Maybe the common carp. So you can see they bite really well. It's really cool fishing this. I'm going to run a little bit behind him. That's typical for carp. Let me have a look. Is it the young common carp? Yeah, it's the young common carp. So this is the last one, and then we caught all of them. So here you can see it, and let's have a look. If you push P, you got here a nice photo moment if you want to take a picture. That was for the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Have fun with the first carp fishing in the game, and I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.